Good afternoon, guys. It's Sunday evening, about 4:30, and the reason I'm doing this outside is yes, I'm still canning that chili. So, I've been going for almost 9 hours on this right now, but it's on the last leg. Uh I'm wearing this hat for a real good reason because typical me, I want to see if I can trigger some people. And the reason is something that you guys need to be aware of. Karen, I believe I'm pronouncing her name right, sent me an email here, maybe about 15 minutes ago. Now, Karen lives up in Naperville, Illinois. And if you all know where Naperville is, or if you don't, Naperville is a western suburb of Chicago. I know it well. I was born in Sterling, out in the Quad Cities area, but grew up, first couple of years of my life in Westchester, and then lived in Westmont until we moved to Michigan. And then when I moved back to Chicago, uh, I lived in Woodridge, I lived in Plainfield, I worked in Oak Brook, I worked in Naperville. So that whole western suburbs of Chicago. All right. Now, the city of Chicago is very liberal. I don't have to tell anybody that. But for as long as I can remember, DuPage County, which is where Naperville is, has been more conservative. Apparently, that's changing. And there is a Reddit page or Facebook page, whatever it would be, called Naperville Talk. And it's, one of these just community areas. What's going on in town, businesses advertise, hey, this is the festival that's going on, these are the bands that are playing, whatever it's going to be. If you've ever been to Chicago, summertime is festival time. And so Karen sent me this email that apparently the liberals are now doxing online the people that disagree with them on this website, listing their addresses of the people who have the cojones to wear a hat like this. The reason I got this one is I haven't found a DeSantis 2024 hat yet. Okay. I'll wear that. Y'all know I had my Veterans for Trump shirt. I still haven't. I still wear it. And yeah, this guy will get my vote, or DeSantis will get my vote, whichever one of them's running. There's no question about that, because God knows I ain't voting for any of the jackasses that come out of the left. I mean, Joe Manchin be the closest one to maybe. I mean, if Joe Manchin would get my vote if Adam Kinzinger was the Republican nominee. Let's just put it that way. Okay, that's about what it takes. Or Liz Cheney, maybe, because Liz Cheney thinks she's going to run for president. Right. But it brings a point that you guys need to be very cognizant of, and we've talked about this. I've mentioned it once before that things are going to get real hairy the closer and closer and closer we get to November. The liberals know they are going to get their ass handed to them in November. So they are going to do anything and everything they can, hello, Dominion, to sow discontent amongst the public. Antifa will get crazy, BLM will get crazy. And so you have, in the Chicago suburbs, at least at this point, people trying to intimidate voters. Now, let's talk about intimidation. I don't know. All those protesters in front of the Supreme Court justices' homes, that's in direct violation of federal law, but our Department of Justice won't do anything about it. You look at the danger you could put yourself into. Some of you may say, bring it on. Okay? I've got no problem standing toe to toe with somebody, armed or unarmed. I don't care. Okay, like the guy said yesterday, he's like, oh well, blah blah blah, I'll come up to you. It's like, you got some balls if you're going to come up to me, even at 55 years old. You got some balls if you're going to come up to somebody my size and sit there and try to give me shit. Some of you are in the same boat as I am. Some of you are not, and I get that. So I'm just saying, be careful what you do going into this fall. All right, the yard sign supporting a candidate, the bumper sticker supporting a candidate, the going to a rally supporting a candidate. I'm not telling you not to do any of those things. I'm just telling you that the liberal left is completely off their rocker. They know their time is done. Okay, they know they are going to get bludgeoned. Nancy Pelosi coming out and saying, "Oh, we don't plan on losing the House." And yeah, of course you don't plan on it. It's going to happen. You know it, and you can spin it and talk about it all you want and say, "Oh, gee, you know what? We're in good position." Okay, you're a politician. If your mouth is moving, you're lying. I just want you all to be careful. I know probably 90% of the people that watch this channel are conservative. I mean, the ones that aren't, I commend you for listening to me, because you know where I put, how the cow ate the cabbage with me. Be careful. Even if you're a liberal. No, let's not say. Even if you're a Democrat. I'm going to say it that way, because there's a very big difference between Democrats, liberals, and progressives. Okay? I've got no problem with Democrats. Liberals piss me off. Progressives need to be drawn and quartered. I've said many times that if we were all the same, the world would be a pretty boring place. But even the Democrats are going to get crap right now, because unless you are a full-blown supporter of communism, the Democrat Party doesn't want anything to do with you. Just head on a swivel. Don't make yourself a target. This is a big-time gray man scenario, and I do this, okay, because I want to piss people off. That's just me, okay? Bring it on, It's funny because you hear me mention channels that maybe you watch, maybe you don't. If anybody knows Aussie Cossack, all right, the guy is definitely a freedom fighter down in Australia. He's actually in jail right now because he's calling out the liberal bullshit down there. I don't want to go to jail, certainly, okay, but I'm certainly not going to stand down. I'm not going to be intimidated whatsoever by these nutcases that can't figure out if they're male or female. Would rather fly the rainbow flag than the American flag. I'm sorry. I won't put up with it. Bring it to me, and it'll be a short conversation. Let's just leave it that way. But I want you guys to be careful. This is not the next 3 months before this election are going to get really, really, scary. And I'm not trying to fear porn, fearmonger, or anything like that. The left is a cornered animal right now. They know they're screwed. And they're going to do anything they can. I'm not talking about the politicians. I'm talking about the socialists, the progressives, the liberals out there. They know they're screwed. And so they're going to raise as much hell as they can. Please don't get caught in the crossfire. Especially in Chicago.